Hi guys. Welcome and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time being here, thank you so much for stopping by and thank you for clicking on this video. In this video I'm going to show you how I made my iron-on patch. Now I would have loved to make this patch using black twill, but the only twill I have at the moment is this cream looking twill, and this is what I did. So I designed this in hatch, and then I went ahead and I used my PE 900 embroidery machine to embroider this patch, and it turned out so very well. So I'm gonna show you how I did this. I did get this idea from another YouTuber. His name is Jamal from Canvas Apparel. So I just want to give him a shout out, and I'm gonna link his video in the description box or the first pinned message that you see, so that you could also check out his content, because he does quite an amount of content in embroidery. So if this is something you're interested in, do keep on watching. Okay guys, so this is the design that we are going to do. I made it specifically for this patch, and what I'm gonna do now, I'm going to transfer this design. I'm gonna save it as a PES file. Why? Because I have a brother PE 900 machine, and that is what I'm gonna use to do this patch. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to save it on a thumb drive, and then I'm going to take you to the table where we will talk about the supplies that you're going to need. Okay guys, so the things you're going to need for this project, I'm using my scissors, my trusty scissors. That's not the one that you're going to use for cutting. These are the colors that I'm going to use today to make the patch, because it requires 3 different colors. You choose the color of your choice. Now for the materials, I'm gonna use cutaway stabilizer. I'm going to use this twill fabric. I got this twill, so I got it by the yard at my local fabric store. This is in the color cream. They didn't have black or white, so I took the cream. And then I'm gonna use this other piece of fabric. This is just for the backing when I'm hooping the stabilizer. I'm also gonna use tempera adhesive. I'm gonna use my 4x4 hoop. I'm going to use this applique scissors. I may just use a regular scissors for cutting. And you're gonna have your thumb drive. This is what you're going to put in your machine, because the design is there. And then this is what I'm going to use to finish off my design. Now I got this from Amazon. It's the Badge Master heavyweight backing film. It's like the topper, but it's more sturdy. So this is what I'm going to use to finish off this design. Now let's get started with hooping, and then we are going to start our design. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take my stabilizer and my fabric. Now you could use any fabric, any cotton fabric that you have, and I'm going to hoop it on my machine. Okay, I'm gonna hoop it on my hoop. So I'm using the 4x4 hoop. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and hoop it. At this point you can use your adhesive spray, but what I find is that whenever I use the adhesive spray, it gums up my needle, and I don't like it. It just gives me a lot of headache. I try not to use it if I don't have to, and even if I use it, I just usually do the edges where it could tack it down, and that's that. So this is what you're gonna have. You're gonna ensure it's hooped properly. I'm going in, I'm pulling it so that it is tight and nice. Then I'm going to screw it. Now when you're hooping, ensure that this part is laid flat. So you're gonna hoop it. supposed to sound like that, like a drum. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get my embroidery machine and we're gonna get this baby going. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my yellow because that's, I think I'll start with my red because I want the down to be in red, even though I designed it in yellow. But I'm thinking, I think I want that color to be dominant. So this is the color I'm gonna use. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to okay, so I'm gonna load this on. Okay, and then I'm gonna go to the design. This is it. Press OK. This is using a 4x4 hoop, so I just switched it. It's okay where it is. I'm gonna press embroider. I'm gonna press embroider, and then it's gonna go. So I'm gonna let most of this play out, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start with my placement. After your placement, I'm gonna put down the twill. I'm gonna ensure that it's nice and flat without any wrinkles. If you want to use your spray adhesive at this time, you can, but I'm not. Okay, now I'm just gonna let it embroider the rest of the okay guys, so the first part is done, which is the yellow. Now I'm gonna do the other part, and I'm gonna let this go, and then we're gonna come again and I'll show you what to do next. All right guys, so this is finished. The first half of it is finished. Let me just move it away, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take it completely off the machine. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to unhoop it. To cut it off the excess. Now be careful. This we're still gonna cut it some more. but I just want to get away the excess first, then we can go closer. All right, so what you want to do is to cut this, your patch, close, but not to pop the thread, okay? So I'm gonna see if this can handle the job. You're gonna cut it close, but not too close that it pops the thread. So you have to be careful with this part. Okay, so this is what you're going to have. Now what you're gonna do, you're gonna take your water soluble stabilizer, this one, and I'm gonna put tear away behind it just to give it some stability. Now I saw this trick from Jamal from Canvas Apparel. He does it like this, and I'm going to do it like that today. I'm gonna put a link to his video where you could find it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm going to hoop it on. Ensuring that it is the plastic is tight. There's no wrinkles in the plastic. Okay, now remember that this is water soluble, meaning if your hand is wet or it will cause it to melt. Okay guys, so now that you have it on, you're going to go ahead and now that I have it on, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do a placement stitch. Alright guys, so I'm gonna take it off. Because this is where your adhesive is gonna come into play. Alright, so let me just I did kind of pop that thread, but you're gonna take your adhesive and you're gonna spray it on the back and just place it carefully in that line. Okay. Ensure that it matches perfectly, okay? That is very important. Sure it matches perfectly. Now I'm gonna put it back on. Okay guys, so we are done. So all I'm gonna do, I am going to unhoop it. It start ripping. That is why I put the tear away at the back, because I'll just rip this off. Okay, I'll take this off right here, and I will just rip this off like this. Okay, so all we need to do is just to clean it up. This is what it looks like. This is what the patch looks like. So all I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go ahead and clean it up. Okay guys, so this is the final result of what we did. Please remember to take your plastic off the back right there. Do not leave that on, because when you put your heat and bond on, it will not stick if you don't take it off. So this is the final results. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.